Hey guys, welcome back to another video. Slow up here, and today we're going to be doing a video sponsored by RevUnity. If you do want to purchase this menu that I'll be showcasing in this video, revunity.com, sell it right here. If you do want to get a good 10% off sales, OVIX, this menu, and Timeless will get you 10% off if you use the word SlowPub, capital S, capital H. If you don't want to purchase this menu, just click shop now of revunity.com. It'll take you to the same website on a different option. And as you can see here, they even have Spotify Lifetime if you do want to purchase this. And obviously the Vault menu, which we'll be going into further in this video. Obviously have really good protections, which is what you guys want, and a cool recovery section that I haven't seen before in other menus for the heist preps, including skipping all preparations for the heist. And you guys, let's get straight into the video. Okay guys, as usual, what you want to do first is disable your antivirus. Make sure that the antivirus is off, otherwise it will come up as a false positive, as any menu you will download. It's just the way it works. It is not a virus. Every file that you get is what I used in the video. When you first purchase the menu of revunity.com, you receive an email showing how to install the menu through their website and also Discord. You'll get an install looking like this. You just want to double click. Well, anyway, click yes, and it should come up like this. What you want to do is click install, and then it'll start installing. Once you install the menu, it'll say installed. It'll give you an option that says installed, and you can click OK. Once it says installed, you can exit out. Once it starts into saying it's installed, you want to press Windows key and then look up Vault. It'll come up with Vault Injector. Once you get here, you'll have this pop-up. As you went through the different emails from RevUnity, it will make you make an account on their website. What you want to do is put the username and password right in these boxes here. Once you put the details in, obviously if you want to join their Discord, it will be right here. As you can see, the logo, settings, and obviously the main one you want to have is inject here, and the status, just in case it starts glitching. You don't know if it's injected or not. It has it right here in the bottom left. What you want to do is open GTA and then click inject. It should say injected, and when you go back to GTA, show it, just minimize it there, and then it'll say Vault successfully injected. Once it says that it's successfully injected, what you want to do is press the insert key to open the menu. Normally on the numpad side, if you do have 60%, 65%, such as that, sometimes they are an alternative key, like mine is on the Y key, just to press function. But as you can see, it is right here. Let me get online and I'll show you all the options. Okay, I'm now on online mode. Going through the different self options, you got the default model changer. So you got the popular models, which will be the default ones that are pretty popular that are used, pretty self-explanatory. Animal models, so if you want to turn into any of these animals, go here. And obviously you got different pet models, tons of models if you do want to change them. You can go to your outfit, so you can change each individual thing about your head or any of the different outfits. You can change your hands, legs, also change your hair as well, as you can see there. Animations, so you can do individual animations like this. You can jump in place, you jump, prep, all that type of stuff. Obviously the top one, you can just instantly stop it. You can do different scenarios, same thing as pretty much animations, but the scenarios, you can do stuff like drilling, hammering, pretty cool stuff. God mode, I recommend turning that on if you do not want to die. Essentially, your god, you don't die in any way, pretty much, unless you get glitched. Obviously, auto refill health, auto refill armor, so if you take damage, you'll just auto refill it back up. Never wanted, cops will never come for you, essentially. And you can also change your wanted level individually. Obviously you can't do it since you have no wanted on at the moment. No clip. pretty good no clip. S and W to go back and forth, and then mouse to just left and right. You can do walking no clip, which is just W, pretty much like speed walking. Also got super sprint. It's more controllable. It's not as fast, but it's definitely more controllable than the other ones. Extreme sprint, which this one will become harder to use. But yeah, faster sprinting. Wow, you can also do super swim and super jump. This is a decent super jump, does a parachute every time. And you can also do extreme jump. Infinite stamina, so you can just keep on running without ever having to stop. Invisibility, no one can see you. You can also do no ragdoll. And Superman, so if you jump, it'll put you across and then you can just fly around. Obviously you should have God mode for that option, because you can die quite easily. Super punch, tiny player, it's all pretty local options. Tiny player, ignored by everyone, so all pedestrians just not mess with you or notice you are there pretty much. Fire breath, recommend gold mode for that. You can also have ghost mode on, which is pretty cool. So you're invertible. You can do force field, so push, so everything nearby will just get pushed away. You can change the opacity of yourself so you become more invisible. That is only local mode as well. You can do different drops, health, snacks, armor, stuff like that. You can also refill your health and armor once, clean the blood if you have blood on you, and you can also suicide, which is recommended when you get glitched on God mode. Going to the weapon options, you have trigger bot, you can toggle it on and off, and you can choose between pedestrians, players, or both. There's no reload, so you don't have to reload. You also got the aimbot, so if I do this onto peds right now, it auto aims towards the person. No reload means you won't have to reload. One shot kill. Rapid fire is quite a fun one, especially with things that are normally not allowed to. Stuff like that. Explosive ammo, fire ammo, fast reload, instant reload, no recoil on guns, no spread. You can do gravity gun and also vehicle gun. So you shoot out vehicles pretty much. Airstrike, teleport. So you teleport to where you shoot. You can also do money gun or money and RP gun. You can do delete gun, so delete people there. Obviously you can't delete real person's vehicle, but it'll delete for you, so that's not recommended to actually do unless you pretty much want to ghost them. Drive gun, that if you shoot a vehicle, it will automatically take you to the gun. Random ped, random paint, stuff like that. Obviously you can choose get all weapons. As you can see, I have all weapons now. And you can also do upgrade all weapons, which will do the Mark III and max out on stuff. With the vehicles, you can do vehicle spawner. Change the different options, so spawn in vehicle. You can make it maxed. Stuff like that. You can also choose between here. You can do supers, then torno, that, and all the different options, helicopters, planes, like that. You can do the mobile Los Santos customs, so you can change each individual option on the car as if you're on Los Santos customs already. You can do multiplayers, so you can multiply the acceleration or braking, horn boost, so if you press E, it'll boost your car. See there. Also a quick way to upgrade the stats. You can do vehicle fly. One of the better vehicle flies out there, as you can see. So it works pretty much close to impulse, which is the only menu I use pretty much if I do want to do vehicle fly. So that's a good option. Also you can see challenge. Aced it, not gonna lie. Doors, you can open each door, open all doors, close all doors, and delete all doors. You can God mode the vehicle so it can't explode pretty much. Auto repair will just repair it if it gets broken, but if it does get exploded, it will explode. Invisibility, you can hide the car. Keep the engine always on. Seatbelt, always recommended. If you do crash, you might fly out of the vehicle. No bike fall, drive on water, drive underwater. And you can do drift mode, so left shift to drift. So it just makes it more slippery essentially. Scorch render. So it will just burn the car into pieces. You have it on. You can also do vehicle jump, no plane turbulence. And you can also do auto drive to waypoint. So if you do make a waypoint, it will automatically drive without you pressing anything to it. You can add hydraulics. So if you press left shift and use your vehicle control keys, you can see that it's doing pretty sick hydraulics. You can do infinite boost, so if you have a vehicle vigilante compressor, most of the information is there. Infinite boost and no boost cooldown. Instant entry will instantly enter the car as fast as possible. You can add a speedometer. You can do weapons in the vehicles plus what we shoot. Acrobatics, you can repair, and you can also max out the vehicle yourself. Go to teleport, you can auto teleport to waypoint, so if you keep this checked, every time you put a waypoint down, automatically teleport you there. Obviously you can do it once. You can also do it to objective. You can teleport the nearest vehicle or the last vehicle you're in. You can also do inside or outside your personal vehicle. Personal vehicle not found, as you can see there, so it didn't work. And then tons of different locations that you can go through. Going to world options, you can go to time, change the time, sync, stop it. Same with the weather. You can also change the rain, wind. You can also make no gravity, as you can see here. It makes everything quite weird. You can also change the game speed, which is pretty sick. Going on to online options, you can go to a session creator. So if you do want to go on a public, or you do want to go on only solo public. Crew, you can find crew members, close friends, find friends, solo. You can request all this different stuff, ammo drops, boat pickups, heli pickups. Spoofers, so you can spoof your stats, so anyone else that looks at your stats, it will be changed. And you can also enter people by their Rockstar ID. See, join, show profile, and add friend. ESP, you'll put a box around people. You can also do chat commands, so if anyone does any of these commands, it will obviously work. Vehicle boost, vehicle launch, stuff like that. You can also go off the radar, as you can see above the stats of there. It says off the radar. It will stay constantly at 1 minute. You can do off the radar fake death or off the radar Lester. Normally you go off the radar Lester. You can also go ghost dog if you do have CEO, otherwise we'll just go off the radar. You can reveal players, bribe authorities, notify joining and leave players. Rockstar dev mode, wouldn't recommend going on that. It's kind bannable, and you can also bypass chat profanity, so all the swearing and stuff like that will go through on the chat. Go to players, you can go to all the players online, you can see their wallet. Obviously you get IP and Rockstar ID, but for the sake of this video I will keep it hidden. Go in the general options, you can go to ESP, so obviously you can put a box of individual people. You can spectate the person, as you can see they're probably in a building at the moment. Teleport into the vehicle, and you can also teleport their vehicle to you. So if you do want to teleport someone to you, so you've got to make sure they're in the vehicle. You can look up their IP, so where they are in the world. You can mark them or unmark them as a modder. You can show their profile, join crew, copy outfit, stuff like that. Go in the control options, you can attach different objects and flags, including yourself as well, and you can detach it through there. You can make tons of different traps, which is pretty interesting. Small cage, big cage, cable car. You can also do stuff like blame, so you can blame all players or individual players' death on that person that you selected. You can spam, explosion loot, fire loot, freeze, shake cam, fire trail, model crush them, explode them, tase, clone, ram, and airstrike them. Go in the remote options, you can teleport them to different places. Change their wanted level, put never wanted on. Off the radar, 10k CO reward. The player must be in your organization. You can give a little bit of money, and obviously the crash and kicking options. You can send them to the missions or the island. You can give them a 9k bounty, destroy their personal vehicle. Lots of different other options. With weapons, you can give them different ammos. You can also give the money gun or RP and money gun. You can give them all weapons. You can also remove all weapons. Vehicle, you can spawn them different vehicles. You can make them as a gift so they can put in the garage. If you do want to do that, their garage has to be full. If they drive that car with a gift into the garage that's full, they can replace that vehicle that they're in currently with one of the other vehicles. And that's how you keep one of the vehicles that are spawned to you. You can also get maxed and no radio. You can freeze the vehicle, max the vehicle that they're in, stop, kick. You can also scorch render them, doors, you can open them, random paint, and you can also burst their tires. You can also drop them. This is all currently disabled. As you know, money drop is very detectable at the moment on any menu, but these options are pretty cool. So start to work again. Go into miscellaneous. You can obviously do free cam, so you can look around everything that's near you while still staying in the spot. You can also do teleport as well, which will teleport to where your free cam body was afterwards. You can do different things to the nearby pedestrians or vehicles, including explode, delete, launch, burst the tires, vehicles, train control, so you can spawn a train and go in it, as you can see here. Seems that we're currently underground. You can also go forward and backwards. You can create a black hole. You can also Ghost Rider if you do want to do that as well. I'll just delete that. Massacre mode, so that will pretty much explode everything that is above you. You can do Moses mode, so you can walk on water, stuff like that. Access restricted areas, so areas that you can't go in, you can access. You can ride a deer if you want to. You can disable your phone, disable phone calls, so if you keep getting harassed by Lester, let's say, you can disable it so they don't call at all. Night vision and thermal vision, which, as you can read below, is single player only, so don't do it while you're online. You can do FPS. You can also hide the HUD, which was at the bottom left. Black out the city, so all lights in the city will turn black and not light up. Mobile radios, you can access the radio through the mobile. You can skip the cutscene, so if you're currently in a cutscene, you can skip it and go straight to what it is before. It's quite handy. And removing transaction pending, so if you do money jobs which are highly detectable, you can remove the transaction pending option. Go in the protections, you got the general protections. Box the admin detection, that's obviously enabled by default. Just gonna ignore this skid. I'm going to idle kick. You can get kicked for being idle after 20 minutes, that'll disable it. You can do crash, kick, and report, which I recommend having them all on. Most of these I'll recommend having on. Send a mission, most of these you do want to have on. Just be careful, some of them can alter the game because the protection can be too strong and then change something that you might want to do, but most of them will be safe. Delete objects, extreme, detach objects, which will dig into your clothing normally as well, so it's better to try this. Go in the recovery. This is probably what most people are looking for. You can go to the rank, so you can RP loop, which you can see it just gives me RP through wanted levels. I do currently have no wanted on, so it might not work. Turning that off before. You can also change multiplayer, and you can teleport to these 3 locations to do it. Con rank, you can also do instant and RP corrections. I recommend doing the correction, it's always much safer than the instant. Unlocks, can unlock all this. You can do individual if you do want to do it like max skills only, or you can just click unlock all. Tunables, these are all the different tunables, different contents, festival, remove cooldowns, orbital cooldowns, stuff like that. Go to miscellaneous, bunker, you can do no resupply delays, unlock and trigger production research, clear mental state, allow gender change, and you can also clear your reports if you have any. Go in the heist helper, you can headshot enemies, kill enemies, and you can go into the specifics of the heist helper. You can change the approach, you can do the different targets, and you can skip the whole prep missions, which is the only menu that I've seen have this so far. You can obviously skipping different prep missions. You can extend the bag size, the KO Perico highs. Arsenal, you can choose a different difficulty and also the different target that you want to achieve. Settings, we have the default settings, saving your configs if you want to keep options on throughout. Anyway guys, I hope you enjoyed this video. If you do want to purchase this menu, revunity.com, one word, and Slowpub will get you an extra 10% off this menu. See you in the next one.